Hello traders, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'll be bringing to you a beautiful strategy where you can use trend lines. All right, how you can combine trend lines maybe with market structure on top the analysis you want to be able to catch very good trading opportunities like these ones we caught last week. All right, so basically we took these trades live and we even gave the signals in our various forums. It was simply based on this particular entry techniques in which I'm going to be sharing with you. Trend lines are very powerful tools where you can use them to trade either when they are being rejected or where we get rejections, right? So you can get breakouts on trend lines and then you enter. You can allow trend line to break out and retest, and then you still take your trade based on that. So it depends on what the market is telling you. All right, so this will permit you to have very high risk to reward ratio per trade, because placing your trade and your stop loss just below a trend line will give you what a very high risk to reward ratio on the trades, right? So if time permits, we'll have to analyze all of these currency pairs, right? But basically we are going to start by analyzing one currency pair, and I'll show you guys how to use trend lines effectively, how to use maybe market structure, just combining with few things and then get high accurate entries, right? So please make sure you watch this video till the end if you don't want to miss out on these entry techniques. And also, if you are new to this channel, make sure you subscribe by hitting on the subscribe button and notification bell. Guys, give us a thumbs up. Make sure you click on the thumbs up button so that this video can be recommended to many other traders who also want to improve in their trading, right? So thank you. See you after the intro. Okay traders, welcome to my channel. I am Full Kingsley. By the grace of God, I bring to you guys strategies, tutorials on the forex market, volatility indices, metals like gold, Nasdaq, VIX75, many other instruments. You want to subscribe to the channel by hitting on the subscribe button and notification bell to not miss out. So this is our bear chart in front of us, guys. Let's just do a quick analysis, right? So basically we want to do we want to use our trend lines to plot out our zones. We also want to consider market structure, right? The problem with many traders is, maybe trend line traders, is they focus only on the trend line in which they are trading, right? They don't pay attention on market structure. So sometimes you'll find that maybe market is in a downtrend, or maybe market has already broken structure or changed character, is going to an upside. They are still trying to sell on a trend line, right? That's why you get stopped out. So if you want to trade trend line properly from today, guys, follow this video till the end, right? Do a top-down analysis. Right now, this is the daily time frame where I usually start my analysis from. Now this is what I do. As you can see here, you could see this was a downtrending market, right, from the daily, because now it's no longer, right? After I do my analysis, you understand. So what I do is, you can pick up your trend line and then you connect from this top, right? Look at how I draw my trend lines, guys. I pick from the top of this, I connect like this. All right, so when I connect like this, you are going to realize something. Now we are not taking our trades on the daily. These trend lines we draw on the daily time frame, we are not taking our trades here. Just follow attentively. We will be entering on smaller time frames, like maybe the 15 minutes, the H1, 5 minutes, whatever, but always do your analysis from the bigger time frame. You can even start by doing what, using maybe a parallel channel because this parallel channel will draw the trend line on both sides, right? So it could be like this. Okay, when you connect like this with a parallel channel, it just plots out this on both sides. Okay, it shows you the channel in which price has been moving in within that y. Right now, this is it. We have lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower high, lower low. Now you see the reason why price did not hold on this particular trend line, right, maybe would have been shorting, right, is because here we already had what we call change of character. Let me go to the 4 hours time frame so that you can see, because this is the low, I mean the high that created this low. So when price pulls back here, right, we had a change of character here. Now we could have been considering trading the trend lines that were in the smaller time frames, like this one, right? Maybe like this. If you use this one, we would have got this trade 1, 2, 3 before price broke out. Anyways, let's drop to the time frame and speak. Don't just take my words for it. Now this is it here. Now based on this particular time frame, guys, number one rule you want to consider when doing trend line is, you want to ensure that the trend lines are gentle, guys. Trend line should be gentle. Look for zones that will cause gentle trend line like this, not trend line like this. You get trend lines that are sloping like this will easily get broken. Like this, they are gentle, right? So you are the one to do your adjustment on the first and the second touches, so that by the time price gets to the third touch, right, we already know what we want to be expecting. All right. So now we are don't consider this trend lines yet. Okay. At this point in time, if you see that at this point, we could see that using this particular time frame for an example, you could see that if you connected maybe like this, okay, if you connected like this, right, would have had a trading setup here. You could see that because when price reject from a trend line once, twice, when it comes and reject the third time, it gives a trading opportunity. Now the reason this will be a good, very good trading setup here, you can target this previous low here and then you get your move, right? Very simple, right? Because now we have a downtrending market and it is very gentle. You see that price pulls back, it goes up, it pulls that, it goes up, it pulls back, it goes up. Now you can see that here we finally had a break and we didn't have a rejection. That's why we always say that in trading trend lines, guys, when you draw, wait for confirmation, right? When price gets to a trend line, wait for a confirmation. For instance, here we had a rejection, we had, you know, a pin bar, we had a rejection, we had a bearish engulfing candle at this trend line, meaning that the trend line was going to respect. You see this bullish candle that was followed by this gave a good selling opportunity that could move down. But when price came here, what happened? We just had a strong bullish momentum candle showing that price was breaking up. Now if you look at this now critically, you realize that based on market structure, we had what we call a change of character, because this high led to this low, this high led to this low, this high led to this low. But when price came back here, price should not break above the previous high. When price breaks above this previous high here, it shows that the character of the market has changed from a downtrend to an uptrending market, or at least the change of character is in the horizon. I hope we are together right here. So now the zones that we draw in the bigger time frame is just to guide us. We are not entering based on them. They are just to guide us on what to happen. So after you have drawn your zone in the bigger time frame, you come to smaller time frame, you look for maybe setups, okay, like this. You look for setups like that, okay, and then when it gets broken, now what happened? You can scale further now to a smaller time frame. Now if you go to the H1 time frame, okay, look at the H1 time frame here, you are completely going to see, let's just reduce noise on our chart, you are completely going to see an uptrending market. Okay, you're going to see that we have an uptrending market, a complete uptrending market here. You could see that we are already moving from, you know, creating higher highs, higher lows, higher lows. Now if we were supposed to be buying here, we will only be buying till price get to this trend line here, until we see it broken. Do you know why? Because here was actually the previous high on the bigger time frame. Remember, we saw that this was a previous high in the bigger time frame, and this was also the daily trend line zone in which we were going to be, you know, looking to enter. So at this point in time, what happened when price finally broke above this zone here? What should we do? We should now start looking for our buy. So our trend line, what should we do? We will pick up your trend line from here, seeing that price creating high. When it creates a high, it creates a low, it creates a high, it creates a low, it creates a high. Now we are sure now that we are in an uptrending market. What do? We use our trend line and then we connect the lows, right? So we just make sure that we get the touches, we connect like that, okay. So we connect, right? This is a major trend line here, all right. So when we connect now, remember this is a key zone in which if price comes back here, it will be a good entry possibility. I hope we are all together. So now at this point in time, look at what actually happened here. When price broke out, it came back and retested. Now there are two ways to enter a trend line, like I told you guys. Either you enter when a trend line is respected or when a trend line is broken. Now from what we see here, we see that after we had a rejection here, we got a breakout. Now when we get a breakout, it was both on the change of character zone and the daily trend line. You see that it got rejected, and when it came back, it got broken. So at this point in time, there are people who are going to take their trades. You can still take your trade aggressively when price comes back and rejects in this trend line, maybe like this, because this is going to be a long ride, guys. If you're a swing trader, you can target these zones above here, right? Because we consider this to be breakout, right? You can consider target those zones if you are a swing trader, right? But now for most traders who are maybe they're day traders and all of that, what we do now, we can just look for minor trend lines in smaller time frames, and then we are taking our entries based on them, right? So at this point in time, you could just connect and then you get your touches. Remember, you adjust your first and second touches, because that's going to determine, like for instance, as price come back here, this will be a good sell. So if price could possibly come back now based on this and then reject like this, and then this will be a good trading setup, because one, it coincide, this trend line coincide with this, it coincide with key levels where you can also use, because if you look very well, you could see that here we have what, you have this to be a rejection zone here. This is a whole key level here, right? See, our price has been rejecting many times. So as price comes back, it will give us what, a very good trading opportunity, because we are now clear based on the bigger time frame that price has broken key levels, and we are now looking for buys. Are we all together now? If you look at it very well now, you see that here our entry, actually we took an entry yesterday which was also based on this particular setup. We entered based on this zone here. Okay, let me show you guys. After price went and came back, we had what, a low here that was cleared. So what we did was that we identified this zone here, this liquidity area, because normally this was a liquidity cleared here. So when price broke structure, came back, rejected a couple of times, retested this zone, what we did is that we went long. We gave our signal here. All right, we gave our signal there, and then what happened? Look at price move up, and then just smash TP, right? So you see here that you can use a couple of factors, and remember guys, market structure is important, right? But you can have some immediate things where you used to enter. Maybe like here, I usually use liquidity cleared, rejected in a trend line, and then we have our entry. All right, so I hope you have some light on this already. So if I want to further identify this, you could see that we have various patterns, guys. I don't want the video to be too long, if not we will analyze all of these ones, but I'm going to bring a video on this. So look at it, guys. Look at, for those people who followed up videos in this channel, I think the last video I posted before this, I did this analysis. Our entry was somewhere here, and I told you guys that because of this, price was going to move up right up to this zone, because we had a daily level in which price has reacted to, and it was based on what, a top-down analysis. We saw this daily level here, and I told you guys that now price is moving like this. So we had the possibility of moving up. For those people who watched my past video, I think the last video I posted before this one, so price has done just that. Remember, we had our first entry here, and price came, move up, and it came back. So look at this, guys. We had our connection. Look at the trend line. We connect from here, first, second touch. By the time price came back the third touch, you could see that we had what, the same pattern. We had the same pattern here, right? Price came, and then we had a key level, a resistance turned support, and then what happened? It came back, coincided with this zone here, and then what happened? It cleared liquidity. This long week was to clear liquidity of people entering based on support and resistance here, and then when it closed above there, that was an amazing entry, right? We had GU had similar pattern. We had the same pattern on GU. We had rejection on trend line. Look, we connect from here, 1, 2, 3. So from the third touch, guys, you can already start taking your trades from the third touch. You look very well. The reason you see many lines is because I've done a top-down analysis, and these lines are coming from the bigger time frame. So here, 1, 2, 3. See how I do my connection from the third touch. You can take your buy trade, right? So here we could take a buy trade here. This was also a very good trading setup, right? A buy trade here will be good. A buy trade here, we have our target there. Now you see, the reason why this buy trade is good is because we also have liquidity that have been cleared. Now the reason why we look at liquidity, because this is what fuels price. If price clears liquidity before tapping into a trend line, it gives a good opportunity, because liquidity is what causes what price to move. So it fuels price. When you see liquidity, it fuels price. So here, this was an amazing opportunity. It broke structure, came back, retested in a key level, and then what happened? We had a next move. So you could see these are patterns that repeat themselves, and as you can see, price could come back again to retest the trend line, and that's how it keeps doing. So I'm going to do another video. Make sure you come back here tomorrow, or the next video that I'll post. I will analyze all of these pairs, and then I will show you guys what we should be forecasting for the next week. I'll do a top-down analysis on all of these other currency pairs, right? So that you guys will know what to expect. We could analyze gold, many GJ, euro, and all of that, right? So if you look very well, you could see that we gave most of these signals, right? If I show you guys are going to see these are the signals that we gave. GJ, we had TP hit, we had G, one of these GJs hit stop loss, as you can see there, right? We had buy on GU, TP hit, sell on USD card, TP hit. We had this is the GU trade. We gave this signal, right? We gave this signal on our general channel. Let me show you guys. Remember, this was the time where price was moving. This is where we had the liquidity that was cleared around that zone that I showed you guys, and then we actually gave the signal, and then it also hit TP more than 50 pips. All right, so if you also want to join our channel, make sure you do hit on the go and check in this video pin comment below, and in this video's description you are going to see link to our Telegram channel and join. Look at when we analyzed GJ. I posted this video. GJ was still somewhere below here, guys, when I did this analysis, and I said it was going to move right up to this zone here, and it did just that. You can go back and watch the video, right, and look at where GJ is currently right now, right? Price was here when I did the analysis, and I told you guys price was going to reverse. Now, for people who trade and they don't do a top the analysis, wouldn't have known. Anyways, let me not make this video too long. Just come tomorrow. I'm going to do another video in which I'll post tomorrow, and I'll show you guys this detailedly. So thank you so much for watching. If you found the video helpful, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe by hitting on the subscribe button and notification bell. Give me a thumbs up. Join our Telegram channel. The link is in this video's description below and also in the pinned comment. See you in the next video.